whatever happened as a crisis somewhere, it's really an attraction point for UAE. Dubai is always flourishing. Anything happen in the globe as a negativity, it's a plus for UAE and for Dubai because they find a safe haven for them.
In the game of innovation, the boldest players don't just follow the rules, they rewrite them. Meet Mr. Ghanim Al Falasi, inventor, entrepreneur, and master of strategic disruption. Mr. Ghanim's career has been about challenging norms. From transforming Dubai Silicon Oasis into a global innovation hub to pioneering smart cities and empowering entrepreneurs, Ghanim masters the balance between risk and reward. Now, let us step into the mind of a leader who plays to win. Thank you, sir, for being a guest in Arabian Mavericks. We are really honored. So, in a world, let's start with the current geopolitical tensions. It's really sad and alarming. But in a world shaped by war, inflation, political shift, how is Dubai going to be again a magnet to attract the global investors?
Well, it's amazing the blessing of Allah and the way that our country is situated, the values that we always been promoting, peace and harmony, that was always the direction of our government. So since long time we go through so many things around us, and we feel that we are, well, thanks God, we are protected. Uh, Regardless what we see now today and the past few days, we've seen more and more since all these years, and still UAE in a good hand, and Dubai is always flourishing. So whatever happened as a crisis somewhere, it's really an attraction point for UAE. A lot of people whoever really see that anything happen in the globe as a negativity, it's a plus for UAE and for Dubai because they find a safe haven for them. And I'm sure the outcome of this one, I don't want to say that it's good that people suffering here and there, but I think they need to map or look into the strategy of UAE government and see why we are insisting on our values like that. Because we are after the human, and we are after the creating the environment for the human to live in peace and harmony. This is to say that we have 223 nationalities. All this coming to a small nation like UAE is really a good example to say, with a great vision of leaders, we can really sustain the peaceful environment for our people. And we saw this during so many crises like COVID, like financial crisis that happened in 2008, 9/11. I mean, and the story goes back long, and we always never been shaken by this. And the fun part is our leadership take very much a decisive decision in this period, in that period, when like 9/11, His Highness ordered 50 Airbus airplanes. When the crisis of airplanes and nobody knows what's the future of aviation, he took that decision. And we are harvesting the result of that till now.
Yeah.
So this is really in a situation why we're still open, we are still active, and we're still welcoming people to come and really establish in UAE.
Definitely, definitely. Confidence is the new currency. I completely agree with you. But Silicon Oasis, since you are helming it, and especially the tech divisions, we always feel that Dubai have been a safe haven. But how that Silicon Oasis is now currently strategizing the tech investors to DSO?
Well, let me put it in a bigger shell. First of all, we are DS, Dubai Integrated Economic Zone, and this is a merger of three free zones.
Yeah.
So we are really benefiting from the integration of Dubai Silicon Oasis with Dubai Airport Free Zone and Dubai E-commerce.
Okay.
So all this commerce city, Dubai E-commerce city, and the three free zones really complement each other. Now, Dubai Silicon Oasis is the heart of the technology. We are here putting the value for everybody to come and really integrate their technology with the other entities that they want to benefit from and really demonstrate their solutions in a region that not been touched before and they don't know about it. So most companies are interested to come to Dubai to launch from Dubai to the world. So it is now becoming the opposite. So even big companies in Europe, they will want to exist in Dubai as a technology company, and really from there they will approach all the market in Asia and Africa. So we are the hub of technology, and this is what we are always promoting. So you're always welcome to come and invest in Dubai Silicon Oasis.
Now it is not only the investment, they are even trying to create the next generation in Dubai,
Yeah.
right? Especially the UHNI from Africa or any other part of the world. But last time, yeah, definitely there was a 50% surge in stock. So do you think that it will continue, or like as World Bank was giving an um, cautious advice, H2 will be little on a challenging thing? What do you think on that?
Well, this is where the fun game starts. We
Oh,
always like challenge, and this is where our leadership try to diversify and boost in an unexpected environment. And this is where we see that the adaptation of new technology happening very fast, the government adaptation faster than the private sector, and the private sector is following harder to catch up with that. So I'm sure that we always surprise the expectation. So what's coming in the future is always, unconditional for UAE and for Dubai especially.
as you rightly said, that oil prices and the safe haven is now a little bit volatile. But digital infrastructure, how are you focusing more on in digital infrastructure and the development investment
Yeah.
in DSO?
I will go back to the foundation first of all. As a Dubai, as UAE, we have the best modernized infrastructure. The 5G infrastructure by the carriers that we have here is really one of the best in the world. So we only capitalize on whatever been really established in the UAE. Dubai Silicon Oasis is really promoting whatever they're available. We have the best data hubs here, or the data centers that is available for our tenant to use. We are an integrated environment for them as an infrastructure. So, and we have a mega projects coming also here in developing new headquarters, which will have state of the art also technology for that, with smart homes, smart buildings ability and all this. So this is what we are really trying to do, is creating an environment where the new companies will come, they will find the proper infrastructure for them to launch their solution, whether it's a land or air solution that they are trying to do. Here is really creating the test lab for them.
Okay.
So if you are trying to run your drone services or your autonomous mobile services, all that you will find the right infrastructure for that. And beyond that, we are also targeting sustainability solution. So an environmental solution that really need to tackle all the challenges that we see in the environment nowadays also. So take DSO as a more or less as a test dome for you. We are the sandbox, the big sandbox available for our technology, client for us.
Do you think there is a competition between, there are other free zones also in UAE?
Yes.
So how do you manage that free zone competition?
Well, we complement each other more or less,
Okay.
because there are certain free zone who have the same mandate also to do. But the distinguished factor is all going toward the growth of Dubai. So
Obviously,
yeah.
definitely.
So if the competition for a technology, for if I'm moving from one office to an office for a price or for other purpose, that's not really the real challenge. It's really building the competition is really making us enhance our service, do more for our client, and this will be a win-win for all of us really, because I will be striving to introduce more services. Likewise, the other free zone will do that, and the benefit will be for our
Country.
yeah, for the country, but also for our customers.
Customers, yes.
Yes, so they will be. I mean, you always have to have this kind of let's say, positive competition. So there is no harming of really challenging with others, and that will create more muscles for us.
But what will be that one or two unique selling points you will be marketing for DSO?
The ecosystem that we are creating, that will be the main thing, because yes, some free zones will have other advantages like being closer to the sea, part of the aviation, but being in this area, and we call ourselves Silicon Oasis.
Yeah.
So the USP for that is really the integrated environment that we are creating.
For the
With-
tech and innovation.
Yeah, for the tech and innovation, and really for starting your business, because if you look at it, we are 100,000 inhabitants here.
Okay.
So we have schools, we have universities, clinics, hospitals, everything in one in a 7 square kilometer. That's the environment that will be a good environment to test any kind of solution. So if you're a tech company who want to run a community solution, it's available here. We are the lab for you.
Yeah.
If you are trying to create a service delivery solution, we are the lab for you. And that's what we are positioning ourselves. So we're so unique by the integration that we have in Dubai.
Coming a little bit to your personal journey, you have been into defense, aviation, and innovation. So these all fields. What is the one thing constantly you keep in your leadership philosophy?
Well, it's my team. And that proven to me that having a really good team, strong team, is the asset that you need to take and capitalize on. You can have good ideas, but without the right team, you cannot really implement. Well, if I can quote Sheikh Muhammad when he was interviewed and asked, which one is better, a group of sheep led by a lion, or a group of lions led by a sheep? And he said, no, is a lion who lead a group of lions.
Wow.
So for him, leadership in all areas is a must and important. That's why we have he created a leadership program for all the government. So, and this is now advanced to a next level also to the family businesses also. So the leadership program is not only for the government employees, but also created for the successors of family businesses, in order not to impact the economy once the business of the family, something happen and he need that sustainability part of it. So this is really very important to see that a team is required, a very strong team behind you who will support you. And I tried this one by taking my team from the army, as you mentioned, to the aviation industry. So in no time, we operated the airport. We inaugurated terminals there in 4 months. So the ability to really, come like your SWAT team, plug in and run. So that's without really looking. And the funny story is, I did the longest event for myself. It was a private event,
Okay.
my personal event, which is a sport event. It's called the Union Spirit Match, and I done it during the National Day. It was the longest football match that is run for 36 hours with 1,600 players around the clock. And you can check the YouTube also for that. Uh, and the preparation for it was not really big. Guys, I'm having an event, come. In 2 days, things went on. And we've been staying for 40 hours,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
operating this game, and it was a successful. We had Maradona also playing for us for a period there.
Oh,
So
great.
what the game was, every 45 minutes we changed 2 teams continuously. Now, this is a sample of how a team is important for you, because you don't need to talk a lot. It's just since they know the direction, they will do their jobs. And I like to empower. I like to really delegate, and I can, believe that I can operate freely from anywhere, anytime. So you don't have to lead by sitting in front of people. In the opposite, I like to lead by delegating and empowering people to do their task, and that's where I can have the time to really see the next step or the future of that.
So you believe in not staying ahead of the curve, but bringing the team forward along with you, right?
Yes, yes. Well, yeah, you need that kind of a ladder that you can climb and see as and make sure that you have a trusted people below that they are really doing the job. And I can also quote this one from Stephen Covey book, The Seven Habits, when he was talking about the leadership with the management and the difference between them. And he was saying that a company that is cutting forest trees, uh, the leader climbed the ladder and saw that is a wrong forest. So he
Okay.
starts shouting from upstairs, saying, "Wrong forest." So the managers say, "Shut up, we are doing progress." So the direction is wrong. They are achieving what they want to achieve, but they are cutting the wrong trees. So this is where the friction happen between the leader and the manager. And when you have a good team, you are really producing that supercharged power that you need to achieve. And this is what our leader, Sheikh Muhammad, is always developing, the supercharged power team that needed for the future and the successor that will take it forward.
But don't you think this same story of like the forest thing happen among the country leadership also?
Yes, yes, it happens. And I'm preparing a book called ACBC.
ATBC.
Yeah, ACBC, the new current
Okay.
of management. And
Title is interesting.
well, it's not electricity, it's not current, it's not.
I know
Yeah,
that. I was sure.
it's a black swan event. It's like before Christ and after his death, and a similar thing happened to us very recent. The AC is after COVID, and the BC is before COVID. Now, during DC, during COVID, we had let's say a new normal created,
Yeah.
and this new normal should carry on after COVID.
Hmm.
So we created AC people. Now the AC people are moving on
After
after
COVID.
with the new normal.
Yeah.
But the BC people insisting on taking you back to the old normal. So like what? Like, okay, now we realize that hybrid solution of employment is easy. Now I can, as an employee, I can operate from home, work anywhere. But the BC people insist that you come and punch in, punch out, stay in your office, don't move from your desk. That doesn't work with the next gen and with the AC people. AC people don't have to be. And that's why governments doomed
Hmm.
because of the staying with the BC. Becoming BC is always not good. So the future is with advanced, really people who saw COVID and learned from it and moving on. And they're ready for any challenge that will come to them.
Yeah. Change is only constant.
Yeah.
You can't be confined to any.
And I like the word challenge because if you remove the 2, 3 letters in the middle, became change. Bigara the puzzle. Okay? So challenge, remove the LLE, become change.
Change.
So change embedded within challenge. And
I have noticed one thing, sir. Whenever I talk with talk with you, whenever we have a discussion, you come up with a different kind of a thought-provoking word puzzle. That is not only the word puzzle, but you completely change that thinking pattern.
well, I just want to, again,
Yeah.
the stereotyping or the BC style
Mm.
is not working for Gen Z. Okay?
True.
I don't believe in classifying genders also. Let me put it in the right way.
Yeah.
Because the guy who came between one day after and before, he's doomed. He's really not belonging to Gen X or Gen Millennium or Gen Z. He's lost, right?
Yeah.
So I believe it's all about the habit, the knowledge, and really the environment around you, how you are. I can behave like a normal person here, like an old person, even if I'm Gen Z.
Hmm.
But if I move somewhere else, or school will be teaching me, I am a Gen Z, I am a Gen Z, I become a Gen Z. So, and I cannot be an obsolete person because I'm reaching 60 and the other guy, he say, oh, you don't know computers, you don't know anything. No, you now can learn a lot of things and develop yourself and match the Gen Z ability, okay, even if you are reaching that age. Okay, so I don't believe in dinosaurs. Okay, and
Okay.
anybody complain about this and say, "Oh, I'm reaching 60, I'm a dinosaur." I say, look to our leader. He is beyond, and he's always been innovative. more than any other people here. So that's the difference. It's the mentality set that you have and the framing that you allow people to do it to you. So you have to break this.
Our generation is blessed to have such a leader,
Yes,
such a
always,
visionary leader.
always. And
You're always connected somewhere like 6 pillars of a smart city
Yeah.
thing. But better than that, you come up with a model on technology, a
Yes.
different one. Can you explain about it?
Well, it's just my role is to see that there is an ecosystem that need to be created for technology and for AI, and we need to simulate that one. So, like when you are trying to go on a journey to the moon, you will simulate the moon in a swimming pool, okay? Or go to the desert and simulate your journey to Mars. So why we don't create the dome of the future here? Yes, we have the future museum,
Yeah.
but we need it more practical, more engaging, more people living in it.
Okay.
So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to engage people and create that kind of what I call it the quadruple helix of integration between.
Quadruple helix.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like the big companies, the government, the academia, and the communities.
Oh, that
So-
are the 4
So
quadrants.
the business, yeah, you have the business, you have the government, and you have the academia, and you have the community. How you engage them in one ecosystem, and really that kind of engagement will create the spark that we want for the future. So to give this as an example, you have a challenge as a government. You want to throw this in the ecosystem. Let's say the ecosystem of the technology that we have here. We have big companies who really focus on certain technology, but we have those young guys who are really starting their entrepreneur idea
Yeah.
for the future. And then the two can collaborate together. The academia with the research can collaborate together, and the community is available to engage with you. The hobbyists, the people who are living here, they will engage with you. So that will create new intellectual property, new ideation, new businesses, and seeing the future for that. So what we want to resemble here is an integrated environment for innovation and entrepreneurship, and also foresight of the future. So why not we test the future today? That's possible. Yeah.
So how do you put these sort of thought-provoking ideas to your team and you make them work on it, right?
Yeah.
How do you engage the team?
No, because I don't have the team now. What I've been trying to do is still on paper. So this is what I'm trying to build.
Okay.
So I don't have the team yet for this.
Got it.
So my future is to create a team, and this team will be really, we have the how I will look at it is just by creating verticals of technologies. Now, the technology of the technology is available now. We have very much sectors, and these sector or clusters would need to be nurtured separately, and then we integrate between them and create a circular of economy among them. i.e., if the 3D printers cluster is available and we have the robotic cluster available, both they will need each other to develop a solution. So it's an engagement that will happen. I'm providing let's say the environment, the ecosystem for that will be engaged and do. So my role will be more to, let's say, aggregate all these clusters together in one environment and create this kind of circular economy between them, engage them together. The result of that will be massive. The result of that will be a big, big data lake.
Yeah.
Now, what I will do with that data lake, I will really put it up to my autonomous mayor, which I call him AI mayor.
Oh,
Okay.
that is a new term, AI mayor.
Or I call him AIM. AIM is
AIM.
the AI mayor. So AIM will be a futuristic things that will be the first ever truthful mayor to serve you.
Interesting.
Okay, not no election required, but the mayor will serve you exactly what is needed in you to be living in this environment in one city like this. So all your transaction, all your requirement to be living here as an inhabitant of this place will be handled by by
Aim.
aim. So even the commuting, your environment, your home, smart home, and all this will be controlled. So now we will come to the ethical part and the governance part of it, which will be the simulation that I'm talking about.
Okay.
If I can simulate this one in a city like this, then it will be, we can figure out the pros and cons of it before we launch it in a bigger scale. Isn't this design thinking concept of
Yeah.
making a mock-up first before doing the launch? So
Yeah.
this is what I'm preaching here now, and how we can do a mock-up for that. So it's only 100,000 people to be the guinea pig for that.
That's very interesting, sir, to know
Yeah.
about it. So, with this much futuristic vision in your planning phase, uh, would you suggest some of the startup ideas? What will do best in 2026 in Dubai?
As we see in the past, people always been into a service entrepreneurship. So there were always SaaS solutions that is really been exhausted.
Mm.
Now the focus will be mainly on AI, and that will be the trigger for a lot of services to come. Now uh, solutions like resembling myself as an AI, so my intellectual as an AI, your intellectual, and how we will work in that one. Uh, Creating more specific agents for different businesses, and this agentic solution that can help. As I said, the AIM is one example of this one, but I need the people to develop the AIM integration. So that will lead to an integrated solution, but there will be solution like vehicles, V2V, no H, mean vehicle. This is one of my titles also. Vehicle to vehicle, no human. And
Dubai is getting prepared for that also, right?
yes, but I'm trying to leap faster by creating a full infrastructure aside from human.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying V2V, no H. You see, the environment here with the 200 plus nationalities in the road, they speak different language. I have
Yeah.
different, practices that happen on the road. Maybe even AI will fail to understand.
Yeah, with much different dialects as well.
Yes, because I come, I'm driving 140. That's my speed limit. I put my autonomous driver in the as a car, and all of a sudden somebody tailgating me and giving me the light. And you will say, okay, I'm speeding enough to take this road, and he wants me to come out of it.
Yeah.
And I have to cancel the self-control. I pass it, and I give him the road, and then I come back again. And all of a sudden I see him going to the exit. What you will say to that is the question. Yeah, and you look like, what did he do? He just disrupted me for no reason. He could have exit before. It's just his speed. He didn't want to relieve his speed until the last minute. Then he will do this. Okay. And maybe you pass by and he's stopping by a cafeteria, eating a sandwich. What? Okay. That's one behavior.
Unless until police is there.
No, we'll do that. If the police there is, we'll be there. Actually, I'm easing the process. I'm talking about something that you will have less policing. You have less interference with the system here, because there will be no radar. There will be no road lining. There will be so many things will be eliminated in the V2V environment. So if people will start doing startup, will be thinking about autonomous driving to the maximum level, in the future we will have cars that is not cars. I will not call them cars, because there will be bots, and these bots will be traveling by itself.
I think we should have a planning on a deliberation on V2V.
Yeah, I have a book about that also, saying V2V no H.
Okay.
So that's in the publishing also. So yeah, which this is part of aim also, to see a city that has an auto mobility and auto buildings and auto. So it's all, and it will be learning from the behavior of people, because it will be so agentic, that is cognitive, to see if people will come in one road only, walking in this direction or driving in this direction, then I can expand that road and cancel the other direction. because of the behavior of people. So it's all will be an instant, predictable solution that will be done for humanity without even asking for it. So
Right.
AIM will be seeing the pattern, creating the environment for you for the future. So this is what I see. I always give a very silly example of the door push and pull
Mm.
example. You come to a door where it says pull and you push.
Yeah, I often do that.
Yeah, okay. So it's not your fault, believe me. It's the AI fault.
Okay.
Okay, it should have changed the signage for you. Oh, the pusher is coming. The pusher is coming. So change the signage. Check.
So the AI will learn me.
Yes, and
Okay.
it will be very much customizable to the environment that you are in. Let's say we are in a situation like this, and maybe he's freezing, and but you are feeling hot, and so there is a compromise measure. I mean, temperature need to happen by AI based on the profiles who are here. If you leave, then it will change. So we heard a lot about smart solution like this, but not been
Implemented in
implemented in
practice.
the right way. So AIM will be adjusting everything for you in your whether you are individual or you are a group of people in that place.
Hopefully, we'll get a aim soon.
Well, it's coming very soon. We are really reluctant to digest this, but AI is faster than what we expect, and if we are just using it as a cut and paste, we are really foolish about it. AI is more than this. It will do more tasks for you. Even as we see now, how AI introducing the media, how they are really creating full movies for you,
Yeah.
and all this is done by individual who had all this orchestration with 19 application now. Maybe it will go to 10 application, but I know one person as a director who's doing this now based on his own experience as a director. Uh, he can make a full movie using AI.
Who can prompt it
Yeah.
well.
And
Right.
just the podcast that I
Yeah.
shared it with you
Yeah, yeah.
about my book. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So now you have built a lot of smart programs, thought process, team developing. So how do you define a smart life? Because I want this answer from you. Mm, Because you have a wide variety of interest. Being an author or an ether, right?
Yes.
I want you to explain about ether. And there is another thing about all your interest in photography, pranic healing, traveling. Uh, how does you define a smart living?
Well, I don't like the word smart.
Then
Yeah.
what would you alter it?
No, smart was injected to us by a reason for something, but the wellness comes really part of the holistic individuals or holistic people. I believe that I need to be holistic. Okay, by means that I have a full life balance for me. So I don't believe also in the work life balance because work is part of your life. So I cut out work and we stay with life balance only, and this is what really determine what we are. Now with the AI era, we need also, as I said, simulation of how life will be when AI is running things for us. Okay. Are we going to leverage the time of that for us to be, very well being people or not? So this is what we believe in. Uh, to be a happy life means a result of wellness. And as I said, happiness is equal to, I thought you will compare it to me, the formula. Okay.
With the reality
My-
minus expectation.
Yes. So what does it mean? That mean you always cancel the expectation of unproving things. So you always settle with the reality that you are in. So whatever comes as that is a plus for you. So
Yeah.
you will be always in a very happy environment. And beyond that, if you are living in UAE and Dubai and feeling the security and
Very true.
yes, and this will always give you that, let's say, the foundation to start adding more. You want to be more innovative, more creative, and that's what the extra thing that you will do. So that's the integration. Now, what I'm preaching for is an environment where I can say, okay, if everything is run by AI, I'm sitting in the middle here. Am I just sit there and get fat, or I will do something else? Okay, and that will increase our human interaction more and more, where we think that communities is very important factor that cannot be replaced by AI, and the soft skills that we have that will take major part of us still, and that will give us again the strength to stay longer with the AI changes that happen to us. Uh, and that's why I'm preaching for community center, soft skills development centers, and all this.
And wellness, physical
Wellness
fit,
and all this, but also that threaten the academia by really maybe phasing out education system, the current rotten or old style education system, to new way of capturing knowledge and evaluating the individual based on his knowledge capability, and whether he's young or old, is the really his intellectual capability is considered. So he could be.
IT will be the
I
grade.
the currency for that, that distinguish that if you are great, age 10, but you have the brain of 60 years old, so with knowledge of 60 years old. So that's what distinguish you from being PhD or master or whatever they created it as a education system currently. But in the future, I'm raising the flag for our academia that is that really threaten their
grading system or
their
system.
palace, really the heritage that they have. It will be invaded by the new system that will come.
I'm sure if we talk for a while more, the disruption will be in every vertical.
Yes.
While talking with you.
Yes.
And you will give some wonderful ideas.
Me who's doing it, but this really is happening, and we just need to open the eyes for this.
Yeah,
because
true.
what will be the benefit of us really knowing this is really to expedite the understanding of this and really be creative of finding how we will use it to our benefits. So we're all scared of AI, but we don't want to lose also the potential of using AI for our own benefits. Now, my advice to everybody is, nowadays you don't need a teacher, okay, to learn AI.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have your device, you have your connectivity, and you can close your door and become master in anything you want. Okay, yes, some practical things is required, but
Yeah.
I mean, now it's just like being a chef. Okay, using YouTube, you become a good chef. Okay,
Yeah.
my wife, she's an artist. Okay, she didn't go to any academia. She didn't learn art, and I can show you the art that she's doing now. She did it by learning from online, by going through YouTube, and her own skills and really ability.
Where the point where we understand that ability in us
Yes.
and try to chisel it out, right?
And sometimes you don't understand, but you can discover it with AI also. So you can ask AI certain prompting, and it will really direct you how to discover yourself.
True.
The urgency or the urge should come from you, and you shouldn't say, okay, AI is taking my job, I will not really run the wagon with the horses anymore. No, I can be a good driver also. So I don't want to stick with the horses. Let me move to become a driver or a mechanic or an engineer or a car designer. So similarly, this is the era of saying, okay, the AI will take my job. Okay, how can I become the AI master in my path, or become a different master in other craft,
The most inspiring leader.
Well, I have many. I have some of them are really very known, like Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. May Allah prolong his life. Also, I have inner relatives to me, like my father and my mother. So they also formulate the way that I see things and learn. And I have very touching story about my mom, my mother, who was a lovely mother all her life. May God rest her soul. But there is a scenario that happened in 1998 where she got a stroke and she was paralyzed, and we took her for rehabilitation, and we discovered that she became an artist.
How?
The art therapy that was given in the clinic there to activate the defected arm was just as a practice. She didn't like the situation. She took the brush
Huh?
And for 14 years, she was the artist for us, really.
Oh,
And then we discover where we brought the art part
yeah.
of us, you
That
know.
was so touching.
So we did so many exhibitions for her, and we are moving on still now with that feeling of the art that she really lifted for us. So the wealth that we have is all about her art and what the message that she created in us. And being a sport inventor also, and I create games and even creating my own fonts.
Yeah.
I derive it from her paintings. So you will see a circular game that lead to the center.
Yeah, you
That's
showed me.
and that's my slogan or my motto is really together to the center. So being very much social, trying to engage people together and to come to the center. So humanity will be always going toward the center, which is the real humanity of us. So that's all driven from one of her paintings. And most of her paintings is always circular, taking you to the center. And I will share with you more drawings of that. So that's the inspiration that I always keep from her and from my father also as a leader. So he was a normal, let's say, captain for his dhow, traditional dhow, but he was using the traditional boats in Dubai here and traveling to India, Pakistan, Iran, and Africa.
Mm.
And there's so many stories he told us about his style of leadership, and this what translated into also our style. So sometime he will give an example of he just came to a new crew
Mm.
in a boat that he was assigned to run, and he will ask, guys, we're going to India.
Hmm.
So India is this way, okay? And the guys get shocked because India is this way. And he's quiet, and they're moving toward India, which is Africa, okay? And he's quiet and he's observing the reaction. The moment they departed further little bit, he says, stop, go back to Dubai.
Hmm.
So they return to Dubai,
Mm.
you out, not needed. For my direction that I'm going to, I need calibers that who will support me as a team. As we go back to the lion's story,
Yeah.
he was selecting his lions before he's going to the risk inside the mid of the ocean. So he wanted the right trusted team to work with. So this is lesson learned from him, which is very simple story that he tell. You know, sometime he will tell a story just to tell a story, but there is a wisdom in it, and we learn from it as children of him.
I'm sure this is the most inspirational incident which many of the entrepreneurs or the viewers who are watching this show can take home. And definitely all those upbringing happens from the right parents, which can create a future citizen of worth and value.
Well, it's me being experienced, and me and I mean, the people of my age who started from the 60s, seeing everything happen in front of you. This is never can happen again. The experience of moving to the UAE formulation, to the leadership style that we saw, and we saw it across the 50 plus year now. It's never changing, it's improving more and more. So when we debate about democracy and the current way of doing it, no, we prefer this style. This is the
Yeah.
best ever formula for us in the region, really. And we see it successful and giving its fruit. So I think we are blessed to live this moment. And we just, you know, I don't want to be saying uh, I'm scared of the future or anything, but which is one title I have in a book that I'm writing now. It's called Futurawi, Pastarawi, Minawi.
What does that mean?
That's a multidimensional of me. Okay,
Okay.
it means there are people who are living in the past and they really regret their life because of the pain that they inherited in the past.
Okay.
And there are people living in the future scared about the future and they ignore the living the now moment. So In Arabic, we add the we part at the end. We say, like you say, Sharjawi or Sharja. We say Futurawi. Okay. So being in the future, you cannot have any influence to the future, and you cannot really erase what happened in the past. What you can do is live the moment and do the right moment for you. So become a me now we.
So I asked you to give me an explanation on Aether. Aether is a very interesting
Well, actually, you asked me
concept.
to give you about my career path where I am becoming a life coach and becoming a pranic healer, and then
A photographer,
a
a traveler.
photographer, an artist, and ending now with this one. Well, it's a journey of learning, and I have good stories to say also because the knowledge harvesting is important from youth till now. The old days was very hard to get information and knowledge.
Yeah.
So in the 80s, I wanted to become a photographer. So I went to that Indian guy who's having an electronic shop in the old souk in Dubai,
Okay.
and he spoke only English or Hindi. So I managed to speak with him, and I bought my camera. Now I want to learn about it. Nothing to learn. Okay, there is no mentor for you. There is no source of information. So there was an Arabic magazine comes from Lebanon every month. So once a month I have to go get the magazine, learn about the technique. Okay, and burn my films. So it was burning films at
Okay.
that time till the digital camera came and that. Now the story why I repeated for the electronic shop, I went to study in America and I came every year to buy
Camera.
my accessories
Okay.
from him. And the guy is still the same guy speaking the same languages. I graduated from America, came back, and I see the guy during the Russian boom, he speaks Russian. I said, "Really?"
He also got
Yeah.
involved.
You speak Russian? He said, yes. Magar Arabi nahi malum. You don't speak Arabic. He said, why learn Arabic? You speak Hindi, you speak English with me. I didn't need it for 30 years. But those guys, a potential customer, I don't want to lose. So he changed his language to Russian. That's the funny story of that. But for me, was capturing knowledge was a challenge until I went to America, and then I tried to study NLP or neuro language programming and became a life coach, and then hypnotherapist. And then when I came back to Dubai, and then I moved on and developed myself, I learned also like instead of doing coaching one to one, I went to become an organization relationship coach. So that was a massive coaching. So you don't coach for individual, you coach for system
Okay.
for that. And but what interests me more is the inner people, the inner of the energy of people. So I study energy and pranic healing. And the good thing about pranic healing, you can do it without really contact. So it can be a distant healing,
The
mental
aura healing.
yeah, aura healing, yes. So I went into really understanding the healing, the psychotherapy of healing, and really the all the yoga healing and all this. So that's what led me to understand humanity more and understand to be very much unifying human together and really benefit from that kind of energy that you put human together without talking about religion or political direction or anything. That's my aim and what I always envision. And where best to do it except in UAE. So I am a human centric and I'm trying to pull people together in different directions to benefit from this mix that happened. That's why I created something called Aether Launch. And the Aether Launch is very simple. We are authors using AI to write books.
So the Aether spelling is AITHOR.
THOR. Yeah.
That is Aether launch.
Yeah. I like to make my own phrases. So I'm a Sagittarian.
We are used
I don't
to
eat.
it. We know that now.
Now you know, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a Sagittarian. I don't eat meat or chicken. I eat only seafood. So I made it Sagittarian instead of pescatarian. So that's my game.
Okay.
Making the word, but implement it for a purpose. To be very transparent to people that are saying we are not the author, we are the aethers. So we work together with the normally they call them the shadow author, writer or author. But they are really our agents that we use to write this book, just to pass our message to the public.
Okay.
That's the Aether launch. So now we are gathering to discuss about agents, discuss about methodology, discuss about titles and possibility of publishing, and soon, or in the near future, we will have our corner in book fairs with the Aether
Ether
launch.
launch.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
So I'm sure many viewers would be interested to know more about how to join into this club or launch where they can also be part of this Ether launch.
Currently, it's physical gathering we have a location that we can share with you.
Yeah, definitely for the next meeting, we'll also publish it in Arabian Mavericks.